Hey everybody, we are on the top of T2 and this is another episode of Adventuring Spiders. Just got into BC. Stopped. Take a quick break along the Trans-Canada. This little waterfall up on the mountain there. Very nice summer day in the Rockies. It's that time of year in the mountains when you got some flowers blooming. Some of them are done already. Others are still in full bloom. I got it. Really good. What the heck? Just another quick stop here at another rest area. We are now between Field and Golden. On our way to our cabin. Just a quick stop along a little river here. Just off the Trans-Canada. This is where we're going to be staying. This area is called the Chancellor Peak Chalets. It is not bookable like a hotel though. We found this on Airbnb. Our cabin here is number 11. This is what it looks like inside. Pretty spacious. Got a gas fireplace here. Nice little kitchen. It's got washroom there, one bedroom down here. Again, relatively large, kind of a main bedroom. And then little living room here. And then space upstairs for 3 beds. So if we go up here, see bed 1, bed 2, bed 3, and for some reason a bathtub that we would not use, but I guess if you were alone, and then another washroom, and then a pretty fantastic view out your front window of the mountains in the distance, which are probably too bright to see. Pretty good if you're a larger family and you need a place for everybody. Like I said, this is Airbnb, and this is going to be where we have home base of operations for the next 3 days. Just got in the gondola. Everybody's smiling because we haven't started hiking yet, so their legs aren't sore. We are going to head up the hill, and we're apparently going to do Terminator Ridge. Kieran decided that one sounds the coolest. So we'll take some more at the top. We just got off the gondola here at the top, Kicking Horse. Pretty spectacular views all the way around. Got the family getting ready for the hike here. let's go just have a quick look at the views of the countryside. Pretty spectacular. So you can see all kinds of hiking trails, biking trails, and amazing views. This is the start of the Terminator hiking trail. We're just branching off from starting up at the gondola there, and we're gonna take a turn here and go up over to that ridge. So let's rock and roll. Just finished this first little section here. There's the rest of the crew coming. Pretty spectacular view. Okay. We've reached the start of the trail for Terminator Peak. We're gonna go up there. It's gonna be epic. And we're gonna be awarded with a fantastic view. Let's rock this out.
On the quest, let's go.
Alright everybody, if you come to Kicking Horse and decide to do Terminator Peak, it's not for the faint of heart. There's some pretty steep drops. There are these nice stairways here, and some ropes that have been hammered into the rock. But definitely, if you're afraid of heights or you're got some physical challenges, this isn't the hike for you. But once we get to that peak, I'm pretty sure the view is going to be completely worth it. So if you are able to, this is a pretty spectacular hike. Look at that. We're about halfway up the Terminator Peak. Pretty, absolutely amazing views here. Crazy. And I'm sure it's just going to get better. Alrighty. Woohoo! Okay everybody, we have reached the peak on Terminator. There's only about enough space up here for 2 families. What do you think?
A little nerve-wracking.
360-degree view. Pretty fantastic. And also a little nerve-wracking. Just a little bit. Unreal. Town of Golden down below. And the Rocky Mountains for as far as you can see. Fantastic. Alright guys, we made it to the top of Terminator. We're gonna start our way back down, which is probably even more treacherous than the hike, but totally worth the views. Absolutely unreal, and highly recommended. So, just on our descent here from Terminator, thought we'd stop and show you the beginning of the Via Ferrata if you're interested in that. Little bridge that goes across a section there. And maybe see some clip-ins here in the distance where they climb along the cliff. The gondola off there in the background. So we finished Terminator 1. Now it's time for us to start Terminator 2. Judgment Day. I'll be back. We might not get to the top of this one given the time we have, but we'll give it a college try. All right, we're about halfway up T2 here. Thought this might be the same kind of climb, but it's a little bit different. This one winds quite a bit more along the side and also has quite a few more trees, as you can see back this way. So it is different for sure. Stop for a break here along the T2 trail. Absolutely fantastic view. Bit of a climb near the top here, admittedly. Kids are starting to outpace the old folks. But we're still doing a try here. We're not giving up quite yet. All right, guys, this is the final steps here to the top of T2. And there we go. A nice alpine meadow down below. And the peak up there. Once again, the town of Golden down below. The T1 peak that we were on before is right there, across the way. So our second climb of the day. You did it, Ma. You did it. Pretty. Very pretty. We'll do our ascent to the peak here. Along this scree slope. This is pretty cool in itself. We saw some guys carry some bikes up here, so we actually think they went down this scree slope on their bikes. Not too sure. Maybe they're still up here. There we go. The summit of T2. An amazing view of the valley. Okay, where do those guys with the bikes go?
I have no idea. Down maybe?
They must have gone down this way.
Yeah, whatever that is.
I think they did go this way on the bikes. Pretty amazing. Look at that. Absolutely worth it. Fantastic. Oh my goodness. We did it. We got to the summit of our second mountain. This is T2. Peace out, everybody. Was it worth it?
Yeah.
Awesome. We're going to enjoy the view. We're going to take a few pictures and enjoy the moment. So thanks for coming along with us. Woohoo! I would say T2 was equally as impressive as T1. Very different, even though they're relatively close together. And now we're headed back down. That's it for today, because we have to get back to the gondola, which closes at 4. And it's currently 2:45. All right, guys, it's terrain like this that makes it worthwhile and also makes it somewhat challenging to get down. We brought walking sticks. If you're a little bit of a novice like us, I highly recommend it. Oh, we did it. This is the end of the trail, heading back to the gondola, which is just around the corner here. Fantastic couple of climbs. Definitely feeling it. And looking forward to a nice rest at the end of the day. And there's the rest of the crew, just getting ready to go around the corner. How you doing?
Almost there.
Can you believe it? We just climbed to the top of that peak right there. And the one behind it as well. Whew. Not bad for a near 50-year-old. So here's today's destination. These are the Moonraker bike trails. And what we're interested in doing, starting here in the parking lot, is a short hike over to Cedar Lake 1. And then following Barking Dog over to Cedar Lake 2. And then probably returning. There's a few other trails in the area, so maybe we take one of those as well, but that's today's little hike. This is day 2. Something a little bit more gentle today. Looking for a easier hike. These are the Cedar Lake trails, just part way up the highway up to Kicking Horse Resort. And most of this area is mountain bike trails. You do need to look out for mountain bikers. Make sure that you keep an eye out so that you don't get run over. But there's a couple of trails here that run right past a couple of small lakes called the Cedar Lakes. We just passed the first one. We're just on our way to the second one here now. So a little less strenuous after the first ones we've done. So this is Cedar Lake number 2. Pretty good sized beaver dam out in the middle there. We learned from a local that the trail we're on is called Barking Dog. This is easily accessible and a very easy hike. I think we've only been walking for about 15-20 minutes. 20 minutes maybe. It's pretty nice. So instead of taking the same trail back, on the advice of a local, we're going to switch off of Barking Dog and go on to Arrowhead. A little bit of a climb up into the forest here, but it'll take us back to the parking lot. All told, probably about an hour-long hike to go all the way out to Cedar 1, Cedar 2, and then back on Arrowhead. Pretty nice scenery, but I will say the bugs are pretty bad, depending on the time of year you're out here. So this is early August for us, and the mosquitoes are pretty horrible. So that's the end of the trail for us. That was a good one. Now back to the parking lot. So something a little different here. We decided to come out, check out the Golden Pedestrian Bridge. It's a wooden pedestrian bridge, and it just so happens that it's also the location of the Golden Farmers Market, which is on right now. Pedestrian bridge is a wooden bridge that is going over the Kicking Horse River. Very, very cool construction. Let's go check it out.
Need some sun.
interesting design. Pretty cool. It's pretty neat. It's a pretty cool structure. This is apparently the longest cedar bridge in Canada. Very cool looking bridge. Pretty impressive. Now we're gonna head down to the farmer's market, I think.